everyone, and welcome to a day in the life with a 4-month-old baby. So our day starts anywhere between 6:30 and 7 a.m. and I will go straight downstairs and make Ruben's bottle. So this is actually a day that my 2-year-old is at the childminders, so I thought it would be easier to film my 4-month-old baby's very loose routine. He definitely doesn't have a routine yet. So yeah, first thing in the morning he will have an 8-ounce bottle because obviously he's gone quite a while in the night without any milk. So I'm just making that for him now. And then my 2-year-old will go off to the childminders at about 8:30. My husband takes him on the way to work. And yeah, it's just me and Ruben for the day. So come along with us and I will show you what we tend to do all day. While Ruben's bottle is just finishing off, I'm just going to get Joel a quick beaker of milk as well because he always has one in the morning. Then I'm going to take both of them upstairs for the boys and we usually just all chill in bed together. So Ruben has just woken up, so I'm just going to pop into the nursery and give him a quick nappy change before we do his bottle.
We can get wide walls with big windows up on the 3rd floor in our chateau. Why don't we just get a place together? Mornings in our own bed, so much better. Balconies and bathtubs, what you want? Why don't we just get a place together?
So his big brother normally joins us in bed while we're doing this feed and he'll have his milk as well and we'll watch CBeebies on telly, but today he's decided that he wants to go downstairs with Daddy and watch Diggers on YouTube. So he's just down there doing that, and now me and Ruben have finished his bottle, so we are just going to have cuddles and a few stories and just a little bit of like one-to-one interaction before his nap. So we've got about an hour till he's due a nap, so yeah, we're just going to chill here.
Wake up at mine, balconies and bathtubs, what you want? Why don't we just get a place together?
So Joel's just popped in for a quick cuddle with us before Steve leaves for work and takes him off to the childminders, so we're just saying goodbye to him. And now it's time for Ruben's first nap. So it's 8:30. He will take anywhere between 5 minutes and 20 minutes to actually go down for his nap. So I'm just popping him down now. I put him in the nursery for this nap just so he doesn't get disturbed by me getting ready in our room. So I'm just going to pop his Dream Egg on. This is our favourite white noise machine. We are absolutely loving it. We got this recently. I give him his bunny and I find that he sleeps a bit better in his big cot if he's in the sleepy head. So I'm just going to tuck him up, make him nice and cosy. I've closed the blind in here as well. And yeah, hopefully he won't take too long to go down today because sometimes it can be a bit of a battle because we are dealing with a 4-month sleep regression at the moment. So while Ruben is still settling, I'm just going to run downstairs and pop a load of washing on because the basket's full again, even though I did a load yesterday. And this can just get on nice and early so I can hang it out to dry and then it should be dry before bedtime. And I've just gone back in to check on Ruben after putting the laundry in and he's just gone off to sleep. So this is my time to just grab a 2-minute shower, pop some makeup on, literally just shove my hair up in like a mum bun or something and get dressed for the day. Now that I'm ready for the day, I'm just really quickly going to make our bed and Joel's bed. I have to do this first thing every morning before we go anywhere. Granted, some mornings I run out of time and don't get a chance to do it, but I do try and do this every morning because it just helps me feel like the house is a little bit more together than it actually is. And I just think a made bed just makes the room so much more tidy, even if there's just toys and craziness everywhere. So yeah, I do just do this every morning.
Everything is upside down. Oh baby, I love you, yeah. Why you gonna leave when I need you the most? Wherever you go, I'll be there, you know. Don't be a stranger, don't be a ghost, 'cause baby,
I can now hear that Ruben's just woken up, so I'm going to pop in and see him. By some sort of miracle, he's actually treated me to a 90-minute nap this morning, which is unheard of. Normally he'll do an hour at the very most, but normally it's about half hour to 45 minutes. So he's obviously really pleased with himself after a good 90-minute sleep, which he obviously really needed. So I'm just going to turn off the dream egg, and then we're going to get him up and get him dressed for the day.
I don't feel right when I dance alone. I don't feel right when you don't come home. I miss your body and I love you so. Baby, I do, oh yeah. Come on and give me that, give me that, give me that good, good loving. Come on and show me that, show me that, show me that you're the one. I move to the left while you move to the right. While you try to fight, just come on and give me that, give me that, give me that good, good loving. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. Give me that, give me that, give me that.
So now he's all ready for the day. He's just got this really cute little sweatshirt on from Zara, and then some little leggings from Baby Gap. And now we're going to go downstairs and do his 10:30 bottle, because I've actually got some errands to run this morning, and I'm going to pop into work to visit because I haven't been in since he's been born. So we're going to go downstairs. I'm going to pop him in his bouncer while I make his bottle, and then we're going to do that and then head out. So for this feed, he'll only have 7 ounces, and the same again for his afternoon feed. It's just his first morning feed and his bedtime feed that he'll have 8 ounces, because obviously he's going for that bigger gap in between feeds, so we just give him a little bit more at those times. Now it's 11 o'clock and we're finally out for the day, so I've just popped him in the car, popped his changing bag in the car, and off we go to go and visit everyone at my work and just run a couple of errands. So we've just got home and it's now about 12:30, so it's time for his next nap. I find that he tends to have a 2-hour awake window, maybe slightly less, but that's usually his maximum time that he'll go without a nap. So he doesn't really have a nap routine yet, he's too young for that, but I just try and follow that 2-hour awake window, and he pretty much naps on demand still. So he's just going down now. And while he's napping, I'm just going to sort out all of the clean laundry, because obviously I've got that load in the washing machine from this morning that will be coming out soon. So I want to clear the laundry basket and get it all sorted.
Feel like I was falling through the air. No one let myself to hold my hand. Standing in the shadows of where we have been.
This little monkey decided that a 25-minute nap was enough for him today, so that's all he's had. So I managed to get the washing put away, and then I just started eating my lunch and he woke up. So now I'm just trying to finish my lunch one-handed on the sofa whilst holding him.
Feel my body move through every move you make, and I can feel the tension every time we're close. I know whatever happens.
Now that I've finished my lunch, I've just popped him in his baby gym for a little play while I hang the laundry out that I put on this morning. I hang all of these random objects on it just to make it a bit more interesting. So all of his dance ribbons, his links, everything like that, he loves reaching out and grabbing them. So while he's happy on here, I'm just going to quickly get the washing hung out to dry. Annoyingly, it's not very nice weather outside today, so I'm having to hang it on our heated area in the dining room. I prefer to hang it on the line in the garden because I just think our house isn't big enough to have washing hanging in the house without it looking cluttered. But there you go, we just have to deal with it.
Our minds have been turned off.
Now now I've got the washing hang out, we're just going to do a little bit of one-to-one playtime, making the most of it while his brother isn't here, because I rarely get time to do that much with Ruben, because Joel's here most of the time, so I always try and make the most of it when Joel is in childcare. And we're just going to do this, have a little play before his next feed, which is due at about 2:30.
Every time we're close, I know whatever happens, I will have you next to me. 'Cause tonight we have it all. Cause we're dancing as one. 'Cause we're dancing as one.
Now it's 2:30 before we know it, and it's time for his next nappy change and then a 7-ounce bottle. So I'm just really quickly refilling the prep machine before I feed him. I've made his bottle already, but then the light came on to say the prep machine was empty, and there's nothing I hate more than having to fill it when he's screaming for a feed. So I'm doing it now so I don't forget before his next bottle. So now it is bottle time, and I'm hoping he will just fall straight to sleep on me after this, because I don't have any more jobs to do for the day and he's due a nap, so he sleeps for longer on me. So we will wait and see what happens. So it's about 20 minutes later, and I've had to put him upstairs in his cot for a nap because he decided that he no longer likes sleeping on me, which is quite sad actually, because he literally would take a 2-hour nap if he was on me, and then I could just sit there and scroll Instagram or just have some time for myself. But no, I've tried to put him down in his cot instead. So I'm just going to sit next door in our bedroom, because no doubt I will be back in and out of his room at least twice to resettle him, so there's no point me going downstairs till he's asleep.
You're like a stone on my pillow. I don't make a sound when I shut the door. You don't have to wake up yet. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon, Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way.
So as you saw, I had to go back in 3 times to resettle him today. This 4-month sleep regression has really kicked in now, and he fights his naps so much, which is really frustrating, but he is finally down.
We can spend all day in bed.
So it's now 10 to 4, and he's only had a 20-minute nap again, and now he's up. So I'm just going to go upstairs and get him up, and now we're just going to have some playtime, basically till we go up for bed and bath time.
You makes my whole world spin. You don't have to wake up yet. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon, Kenny G.
So now it's 5:15, and we're about to go up and run his bath, because he normally goes to bed for about 6 o'clock. So I'm just in the kitchen making his 8-ounce bottle for bedtime.
Shut the lights, go in front.
So recently he's just started doing this thing where he puts his head on my shoulder and cuddles into me and just stays still for ages, and I can't cope. It's just the cutest thing in the world. I'm just going to pop him on here with his starlight on that he's absolutely obsessed with. It plays music as well, and he just loves watching it before bath time. And I'm just going to pop in and run his bath. So now his bath is ready. He absolutely loves bath time. We only spend about 5 or 10 minutes in here, but he absolutely loves it. So I'll normally try and read him 1 or 2 bath books in the bath as well, because when we get out the bath, we haven't quite got into story time at bedtime yet, because he's just going mental for a bottle, and then he'll normally be ready to go to sleep after his bottle. So I normally just try and read some bath books to him in the bath instead. And also we don't bath him every night, so we tend to do every other night for his bath time.
We can spend all day in bed.
So now it's 6 p.m. and I'm just popping him down, obviously in the crib in our room. Sometimes I have to lay with him, like tonight I'm having to lay with him to get him to settle, because otherwise I'm just up and downstairs all the time, so I might as well stay here till he's asleep. So yeah, now I'm just laying here. This could take anything up to half an hour, to be honest, but normally it's about 10-15 minutes that I have to lay here for, and it's usually just me popping his dummy back in and stroking his face till he finally goes off to sleep. Sometimes he gets really frustrated and starts screaming, but I know from when Joel was little that they do grow out of that by about 6 months. So now it's 6:20 and he's finally asleep. Steve's gone to the supermarket on the way back from picking Joel up from the childminders, so I'm just washing all of the bottles and waiting for them to get home, because we've got no clean bottles now, and Ruben had dropped his dream feed, but because of the 4-month sleep regression we've started doing his 10:30 p.m. dream feed again, so I need a clean bottle ready for that. It just stops him from waking up at 3 a.m. wanting a feed, so we tend to feed him at 10:30 before we go to bed, and hopefully in a month or so's time he'll drop it again. So now I'm just going to make one of our HelloFresh dishes for dinner. This isn't sponsored, I just really rate them. The food is so yummy. Steve will be home in a minute, so I'm just going to get dinner started while he does Joel's bath and bedtime.
Where it feels like home.
So that's us for the day, and then we wake up and we do it all again tomorrow, but with the toddler here as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys, and I will catch you in the next one.